Thanks so much for joining us here on this Thursday. It is the calm between the two storms, Mallory. I know you were at it this morning with what we're seeing on our camera from our photojournalist John Humphreys down south. We're in Hart County. We said the National Weather Service has confirmed a tornado there?
Yes. So if you were watching us this morning, if you were streaming us, we were in wall-to-wall coverage due to several severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings. And they did confirm that one did touch down. They go down there, they complete storm surveys, look at the damage. And at this time, it looks like an EF1 tornado with winds up to around 95 miles per hour. Of course, we'll be getting more information as the day goes onward. But we can take a look at the weather graphics here to give you an idea of where these storms were located, primarily in South Central Kentucky, which was the idea with the severe weather outlooks that we had overnight and into this morning, staying south of the parkways with those strongest storms, zooming in to the LaRue and Hart County line there, northeastern Hart County. That's likely where this tornado did occur just after 5 a.m. local time. So that would have been Central Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And we did get this drone footage in from John Gordon at National Weather Service Louisville. You can see some damage to the structure there, really taken across the street. And so once again, they survey the damage, they look at radar data to give us an idea of the intensity of the storm and whether or not a tornado did occur. Just a reminder, we'd love to see your weather photos and videos. If you have any damage photos or videos, you can text them to us. You can download the app and upload those through the app. You can email your photos to us. And of course, we have a Facebook page, Kentucky, Indiana Cloud Watchers. Max HD satellite and radar, a lot quieter at this lunchtime hour. In fact, we're getting some peaks of sunshine off to the north right now. Your futurecast for the rest of the day, temperatures are starting to cool behind a front here. We're getting that cooler air moving in from the north and northwest. We could have another round of shower and storm activity. This not looking to be severe south of Louisville, especially south of the parkways this afternoon and evening. Otherwise, clouds decrease overnight with temperatures dropping into the 30s. Tomorrow will be a quiet day. More rain on the way Saturday. We'll take a full look at our 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. Brooke.
It becomes really, really difficult when you're 50 substitutes short. You know, you can make it on a regular day of 10, maybe 15, but 50 is a totally different ball game.
Hardin County is the latest district shifting to NTI as illness continues to spread across Kentucky. And that district said 1,800 students called out sick Tuesday. Other districts have closed entirely, hoping this short break will nip the outbreak in the bud. Our Ian Hardwood has more on who's affected.
Here's the long car rider line leaving Lincoln Trail Elementary School. Nearly 100 kids here are out sick with flu-like symptoms. It'll be empty Thursday and Friday. Computers and take-home packets are going home with students.
I'm a grandmother, not the parent, so I won't have her tomorrow, but I'll have her on Friday. But I think it's a great idea that the county can work with NTI so that they can work with the kids, the parents. And this is good, so because staff members, teachers, you know, they need an opportunity to get over this and try to keep it from spreading.
The school's nurse, Lauren Anderson, said she's seen a lot of high body temperatures lately, along with
headaches, stomach aches, chills, that sort of thing is usually a good indication that they have something going on, and most of the time it's flu.
And while the kiddos are out of school, the janitors will be cleaning things like these railings that are high contact or the more unusual features of the school, like the slide.
I'm not sure how they do that.
Hardin County Schools district spokesperson John Wright says the sickness spreads the teachers and bus drivers thin too.
The other day, our chief operations officer who works at central office, he drove a bus route. That's just because that's where we are.
But he's looking forward to getting back on Monday. In Hardin County, Ian Hardwitt, WHAS11, on your side.
Now, more than a dozen school districts in Kentucky and southern Indiana are on pause. We're using NTI right now. Norton Children's says it had nearly 1,500 confirmed flu cases last week, the highest number of respiratory illness so far this season. Auctioneers west of Indianapolis are selling 29 more items seized as evidence in the Jamie Knoll investigation today. The items include a train locomotive that was seized last March. State police believe it was military surplus that Knoll took for himself. Also several Milwaukee power tools, shipping containers, and a rollback truck. Knoll has to pay back at least $3.1 million in restitution. That auction going on right now. Well, also now, Metro Police need your help identifying this man. He is a person of interest in a January 23rd homicide at 4th and Winkler. Police said 34-year-old Michael Orchard was hanging onto the outside of a car when the driver swerved into oncoming traffic. And that's when Orchard was hit and killed by another car. Police said the driver that Orchard was hanging onto was arrested but later cleared. They haven't said how this person of interest is connected to the case, but if you know anything, you're asked to call 574 LMPD. A Metro Corrections officer is facing charges accused of helping a shooting suspect evade police after an armed robbery. According to court documents, Kenita Freeman knowingly picked up and aided a man after he shot and robbed another man back on January 4th. The victim was shot multiple times and left partially paralyzed. In a statement, LMDC said after learning of the investigation into Freeman last week, she was put on administrative leave until the criminal proceedings are over. The department also said Freeman turned herself in yesterday and has pleaded not guilty to facilitating assault and robbery, paid a partial bond, and has been released on home incarceration. She'll be in court next Thursday. The mother accused of killing her 5-year-old son and hiding his body in a suitcase in southern Indiana is now competent to stand trial. That's the first time we've heard of those words. The ruling was released Tuesday. John Anderson is one of 2 women charged in the death of Cairo Jordan. His body was found in a wooded area of Washington County, Indiana in 2022, stuffed inside of a suitcase. Anderson was arrested in California last year. 2 doctors originally had said she was unfit to stand trial, but that changed this week. Anderson is expected in court next Thursday. Meanwhile, Don Coleman, the other woman charged in Cairo's case, pleaded guilty to charges in his death in November of 2023. Coleman was sentenced to 25 years in prison and agreed to testify against Anderson when her case goes to trial. Today, a New Albany McDonald's is raising funds to support Orange County Deputy Zach Andry. Andry was shot multiple times on January 3rd while responding to a stalled vehicle near West Baden Springs when he was shot. The suspect, Austin Shepard, was killed by Louisville police 2 days later after fleeing the scene. And now the New Albany McDonald's on Charlestown Road will donate 50% of all sales made via the McDonald's app before 7 o'clock today. It'll all go to Andry's family. Organizers hope that event provides some financial relief during his hospitalized recovery.
I want to help out any way I can to try to just take a little bit of burden off the family at this incredibly difficult time.
That participating McDonald's is at 2621 Charlestown Road in New Albany, Indiana.
2, 1. All right.
The official groundbreaking on the new expansion of Louisville's visitor center at Riverside, the Farnsley Mormon Landing. Plans for the expansion were revealed about 2 years ago, with Louisville Metro investing $1.5 million for the $2.5 million project. Additions to the center include an expanded museum space, new classroom and lab spaces, and a larger welcome and reception area that can hold up to 250 guests. A big contributor to this expansion is the James Graham Brown Foundation, with $750,000 going toward that expansion.
We have a tremendous history and legacy of preserving green spaces, of building parks. Mr. Brown himself was involved in a lot of land acquisition for resident use, and we have a wonderful reputation for that. So that meets really our primary mission.
That expansion will happen in about 2 phases. Mayor Craig Greenberg said the city is still fundraising for the second. JCPS students are showing off what they know at a regional skills competition today. Students participating in the architecture, graphic design, and photography career pathways are being judged in a series of timed exercises to test their readiness for the workforce. The competition is hosted by Skills USA, a workforce development organization that hopes to help grow their professional and personal skills. JCPS staff said the competition gives students a sense of enthusiasm for their chosen career path.
It brings additional excitement to the pathway and the courses that they take throughout the year, and it gives them something to look forward to and to, to compete against. And hey, I'm really good at this, and maybe I can go on to college or get a job after high school, or whatever their plans are for the future.
Winners of the competition get to advance to Skills USA's state level competition. We wish them well.